everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Annabelle Clinton, and this is Motherhood Journey with Annabelle Clinton. Yeah, if you're new here, you're welcome, and please subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here once again. Thank you so much. So, today we are going to be talking about caesarean section. Our topic today is understanding CS. And before I go on with this topic, I would like to say that I am a CS mom. I'm a mother of two, and this is a topic that I like to talk about, right? To educate new moms and maybe expecting moms about how to feel about it and how it's been done, right? So, first of all, what is CS? CS is an incision on a woman's abdomen, on a woman's lower abdomen, in order to bring out the baby. This is this is just the shortest definition of it, right? It's an incision on the woman's abdomen in order to bring out the baby. And we have two types of CS. Number one would be the elective or planned CS. Now, this is a type of CS where your doctor gets to check you. Your doctor has checked you, and he found some issues that maybe you have fibroid, or maybe you have high blood pressure, and they see that putting you through the pressure of contraction could affect you and the baby, right? So you're just they'll just give you a date to come for your delivery. Like, you just have to go home, prepare yourself for that day, you come and they bring out your baby, right? This is the planned um or elective cesarean section. Another reason why your doctor might send you for this kind of CS would be maybe because you're having more than one baby, right? Maybe you're having more than, let's say you're having triplets, or you're having four kids, or five or six. So you are, as a human being, you're not you might not be able to push those babies yourself. So your doctor will just advise you to go for CS, right? So this type of CS, you already know you're having CS, so you just prepare yourself for it. And then there is this other kind of CS, the emergency CS, which can also be called the unplanned CS. This is the kind of CS where it is not planned. Your baby, the mother and the baby is okay. Like, you guys you're okay. You just go to the hospital for normal delivery, and all of a sudden your doctor is saying this is the only way we can save the mother and the child, right? Your doctor says, please, we have to do CS to save this child, right? So some of the reasons, we have couple of reasons why mothers go through this kind of CS. Sometimes maybe you're in labor and you are not fully dilated, like you are not dilating fully, like you've been in labor for hours, just like what happened to me with my first baby. I was in labor for close to 16 hours. I wasn't fully dilating, right? And my baby's heartbeat was going down. Myself as a mother, I was tired of um pushing, and the contraction was much, right? So if you find yourself in this kind of situation, your doctor would um advise you to go for an emergency CS. That way, to save your baby and to also save you, because maybe the contraction has been too much and you are already weak, right? So they'll just send you for CS. Another reason why mothers as having sent for this kind of CS. Maybe the baby is already coming out, but then they find out that the placenta, the baby has the placenta around his head or around his neck, right? You can't pull out the baby right like that. It would affect the child. It might strangle the child, or there might be other kind of complications, right? So the doctor will just send you for CS immediately to save the child, right? So another reason for this kind of CS is maybe your baby is already about to come out, but then the baby's head is big, right? If you're a first time mom and you're having a normal birth, there are chances there's a 60% chance that you might be, if you're having a normal um delivery, a normal vaginal birth, you might be given a cut, right? That's if you're having like 3 point, all these 3 point babies, 4 point. But there is how your baby's head will be big, and your doctor will tell you that you can't, this baby cannot pass through here. They have to like do a CS for you, right? The baby coming out from the normal passage could cost your life or could cause bleeding or whatever, right? So you just be sent for um, CS to save your baby. Right now, I'm going to like share my experience. I'm a mother of two. My first pregnancy was the emergency kind of um CS. I had CS the first time. I was very okay. My baby was very okay. I went for antenatal. I didn't miss for the whole 9 months. I was okay, right? So, but on the day of my delivery, I went into labor and I wasn't dilating fully, like I said earlier. And I don't know why. I don't know why it happened to today. I don't know, but my baby wasn't. My baby wanted to come out, right? But I wasn't dilating fully. My they will say your service is 4 cm, 3 cm. That was what I was hearing then. So before I was in labor for long, very long. So before the doctor could come to, you know what to do about it, I was already tired. They were telling me to push, and for someone that has been in labor for hours, I was so tired. I couldn't push again. And I've not eaten. I didn't eat for the whole 16 hours. Like I went into labor by 8 p.m. today, and I was still in labor by 7 p.m. the next day, right? I didn't eat. I was just taking water and glucose. So by the time the doctor said, let's know what to do about it, I was already weak. I was tired, right? And my baby's um heartbeat was going down. So there were chances that I could lose the baby if they keep wasting time, if they keep waiting for me, right? So I was rushed into the theater, and yeah, that was how I had my first baby. But for my second baby, it was elective, like it was planned, right? I remember I went to see my doctor during my, I think 28 weeks to 30 weeks of my pregnancy, and he checked me. And one of the reasons was because I didn't wait I was given a year. Some people, they give you a year and 6 months, and most times they give you 2 years before you take in again, right? You have to let your body heal before you take in again. But in my case, I took in 10 months after my first CS. So when I went to see the doctor, he sent me for scan and other procedures. And when my result came out, he said you cannot have a normal delivery because you didn't let your body to heal fully before you took in the second time. So we won't put you through that process because it will be too much for your body. So you just go for CS. So this time around, I was given a date for it. I went back home, I prepared myself both mentally and emotionally because my first years was hell. I didn't have my two babies in the same hospital. So my second baby, I had my second baby in a more advanced hospital. So I didn't know. So I felt it would be like the first one. So I came back. Of course, I did cry, and yeah, and on that day, they will tell you to come a day before the procedure. So they will prep you for the CS, for the surgery. I don't know if they call it surgery. So when I went a day before that day, they will check your BP. They will tell you to stop eating. They will give you time to not eat, right? So they will check your BP and they will shave you because that place they have to shave your lower abdomen and down there that you don't have to, like, you don't need hairs there. That place has to be as clean as my face. So they'll prep you for the CS, and that was what they did to me. And when my turn reached, because that was the hospital I went, I had my second baby is a federal hospital. So, of course, I wasn't the only person, right, that had her baby that day. So, there were like two people before me. I did my own. My own was by, I think, 10. 10, yeah. As early as 6 o'clock, they've started doing it, right? And this hospital where I had my second baby, they were up to like four doctors in the theater, and there were other student doctors there too. There were nurses, there were cleaners, right? It's a more advanced hospital. The inside the theater was very clean, right, and chilled. I'm very, very chilled. So when I entered there first, I know why I'm telling you the story of my first baby, because it is totally different from what I experienced with my um first baby, right? So this my second baby is very the hospital is very, very okay, and they have all the equipment needed for this procedure. I entered there. At first I started crying because I was traumatized, right, by my first experience. The doctors tried to like talk to me, calm me down, and I laid down and they gave me an injection on my spinal cord. I think that's the one they call anesthesia, right? Is that on they give it on the spinal cord. You have to bend like this for them to put it there. It is a little bit painful, not so painful. It's a little bit painful because that's your spinal cord. You have to feel it. And after they give you that injection, few minutes after they give you the injection, you're going to stop feeling your legs, your two legs, and they're going to cover you, right? They're going to cover you from here so you won't see what's happening, so you don't panic, right? So they covered me, and the doctor, there was a doctor above my head. She kept asking me, "Are you okay? Can you feel your legs?" So they will try to like know if the injection is actually working. They try to touch you to know if you can feel it. And the moment you stop feeling it, they start the procedure immediately. They I don't know how it was done because I was covered. And the next thing I heard, the doctors were very busy. Everyone, they were busy. And the other doctor above my head was trying to distract me, talk to me, to make sure that I'm okay. And I think the next thing I felt, okay, I heard my baby's cry. I didn't feel any pain. This second CS, I didn't feel any pain. I heard my baby's cry. They said the baby is out. I started crying, tears of joy because it's been 9 months, baby. So I said, "Can I see my baby?" They brought the baby before they cleaned the baby up. I saw my baby and I saw that my baby was a boy, right? Because I wanted a boy, of course. So they brought my baby. I saw my baby. So the thing is, after they brought out my baby, I kind of lost my breath. That was before I told them to bring the baby. I lost my breath and they had to put me on oxygen. And I was still on oxygen while I told them to bring my baby. I want to see my baby. I don't know why that happened, if it's normal with other moms, but yeah, that was when they placed me on oxygen for a few minutes. And after a few minutes, I was okay. Then they had to remove it. And after they brought out the baby, some people are cleaning the baby. Other doctors are, why? I think the nurses will clean the baby and the doctors will start stitching immediately, right? I don't know. I think they give themselves time for it. But this hospital, I tell you, is the best. It is the best because I didn't have any complications. I'm talking about the FMC hospital at Ebutemeta, Lagos. That was where I had my second baby. It is the best hospital. It is the best. They have all the everything there. And I must say the room was very chilled. God, if that was how I had my baby, my first baby, I'm very sure I would have had like four babies now. So yeah, the process was very cool. And they cleaned my baby. They took my baby out first. They took my baby to his father, and while they stitched me up and cover me up, clean me. Like, you're not going to see any blood. You're not going to see any blood. Before you know it, you're okay. And they rolled me. Like, I walked into the theater, but when I was done, I was rolled. I was on the bed, so I was rolled to the room where they took me to, and I was transferred to my bed, and that was it, right? The other the other experience I had was, there was this tablet they gave me that I reacted so bad to, like I was shivering. But other people, there were like four people that had CS with me the same day. They didn't react to it. I think it's from my kind of body, right? So that was why I reacted to it like that. My body was shivering all through the night. I didn't sleep. My body was shivering, you know. But after some hours, I got myself. When the doctors came to check on me in the morning, I told them that, CEO, I think I reacted to the drug you gave me last night. Other people were in the same room with me are okay, but I don't know. I wasn't okay. I couldn't sleep. I was just shivering and my teeth were like. So the doctor said they were sorry that it's for my body. So they kind of like checked me. They checked my wound. Will I call it wound? Yes, the place where they brought out the baby from. They checked it and it was very okay. And they will ask you if you farted, because you have to fart. That's the way they would know as doctors that, yeah, this surgery was successful. So they asked me if I farted. I said not yet, but if I do, I will I will let you know. But they said okay. And I think before 48 hours, let's say highest 48 hours, right? They're going to tell you to stand up and walk. You have to walk around, right? You have to walk around and let the doctor see that okay, you are fit, right? So this was my experience with my second baby. I was very okay. I left the hospital in 4 days back to my house. I could walk. When I came back home, I could walk. Just that I took enough time to rest, right? My mom came and people around me, my loved ones, they took care of me. I had people that cooked for me, had people that took care of the baby till I got back to my feet, right? This experience was different from my first experience. My first experience, I was in labor, and like I said, I wasn't fully dilating. They rushed me to the theater, and I don't know why I wasn't given anesthesia for this. I don't know what they gave me, right? But it wasn't given it wasn't they didn't give it to me on my spinal cord. They put it on my they gave me injection here, and they tied me, right? I must say this hospital it's is a private hospital there in Abia State. It's a private hospital. And I think one of the mistakes that mothers make before they go to have their baby is they ask questions about the hospital from people that had normal delivery. That was a mistake I made. If you want to have your baby, when you ask people that had their baby through normal delivery, also ask people that had their baby through CS to know their experience, because you don't know, as unless you're not a first time mom, you are sure that okay, I normally have a normal delivery, so I know how it will go. I'm already used to it. So this during my first child delivery, they gave me injection. I could remember, and they tied my hands and my legs. My hands and my legs were tied, and the the doctor gave me injections round my tummy where he was going to cut. He gave me injections, like I felt the pain, right? Okay, while they were tying my hands and giving me the injection on my hand, the other lady was shaving and cleaning me up. I think after shaving, they used something like spirit or I don't know to clean that place up. And then the doctor came immediately. They were just rushing to bring up my baby because her heartbeat was going down. So he gave me injection around my tummy, and before they started opening, they were rushing. So I felt every pain. Yeah, I felt every pain. I felt when he opened my tummy. And mind you, it is not just one sia. They have to go sia, open, sia, open. Like I felt all the drags. I don't know why. Maybe because it's from my body system. Because the injection they gave me was supposed to make me sleep off and wake up when they were done. But for some reasons, I didn't sleep. I was even screaming in the theater. My husband was outside and he was wondering why is she screaming if it's here, because from his own experience with his brother's wife, his older brother's wife, he gave her sleeping, she slept all through the procedure. But why is she screaming? Right? I was screaming because I was feeling all the pain. I felt all the drags, right? So they kept cutting, and one other nurse was on here on my head, above my head, talking to me to know I was still screaming, and then I zoned out. I zoned out, and I didn't know what has happened. And then they brought up my baby. My baby's cry woke me, right? They brought up my baby. They took my baby or the midwives took my baby to clean, and the doctors were stitching. It was two doctors came in, but while stitching, I think the lead doctor walked out the other doctor. So the other doctor was doing the stitching alone. right? I think it wasn't fast enough. So I started feeling the pain, the stitching pain again. And yeah, it was a very traumatized experience for me. I lost a lot of blood. Like this one, they didn't cover me. This was a private hospital, and it's that kind of hospital where one doctor is doing everything, like he's a jack of all trade, right? It wasn't like the other hospital where I had my second baby, where they have doctors that specializes on just CS, right? So the doctor was just teaching me alone, and I was crying. I didn't even care about my baby. I was in so much pain. I saw my blood on the floor. I saw my blood. They left it there because I think they ran out of staff or whatever. I don't know. But the blood was just there. I saw it. They were stitching me. I was screaming. I was screaming. They even brought out my baby and took my baby to my husband. My husband refused to touch the baby first. He said, "Where is my wife?" Because I was screaming. I was screaming. You understand? So he stitched and they took me out on a wheelchair, unlike the second hospital where I was taken out. I was pushed, like they rolled me out on a bed, then transferred me to my bed. But this time around, um, they sat me on a wheelchair and rolled me to the room where they kept me and my baby. And I didn't get myself again. I was still crying when I came out. But then we thank God that I came out and I'm alive. And that's an experience that I don't wish on my enemy. I think government should look into those private hospitals. Most of them, and did I even mention that the rope they used for my second baby was a type that melts inside, like but my first baby, they use rope, blue rope. I had to go back in, like, was it 2 months or 3 months later for them to lose the wire. Like I lose the wire. Was it a month? I think, let me just call it a few weeks after having my baby. I went back to lose my wire, and losing that wire is like, oh my God. And they have to take out all the wires, if not to cause something for you. But my second baby, this modern kind of their modern kind of equipment, like it just melts with your skin, you know. But that one, shit, I felt it was crazy. And I lost a lot of weight after it. I think I lost too much blood. And instead of them to place me on blood transfusion immediately, they didn't put blood on me. I was looking, after having my baby, I was looking like someone that had AIDS. I became so skinny. People were telling me, "Babe, why you did like this?" They didn't know what I went through. I was traumatized, one, and I was emotionally off. I don't, God, please. So yeah, this is my two experiences of cesarean section. Um, my childbirth experience are two kind of experience. Okay, like I said, my first was um emergency CS. My second was unplanned. It was planned, sorry, it was elective um kind of CS. So my advice to whoever is an expecting mom, maybe you're pregnant or you have plans of if you're pregnant and you're going for antenatal, look for a good hospital. Look for a good hospital. Yeah, the anesthesia has an after effect, because this is my second baby will be 2 years old by 17th of March. That's in 2 months' time. But I still feel waist pain. I don't know why, but that injection they give on the spinal cord. I don't know why, please. If you know why, please tell me. Say just tell us on the comment section why I still feel pains on my spinal cord. I've browsed it, I've gone to see the doctor and they said it's normal. But the pain is just too much. Like as I'm sitting down here, I've been sitting for 30 minutes, right? I feel so much pain on my waist. That is just the after effect of that injection they gave me on the spinal cord, right? So this is my experience as a CS mom. How was your experience? What did you feel during your time? Was it easy? Did you feel um was it my was it like my second experience or was it like my first experience? How did you feel afterwards? How long did it take you to get yourself? Me, my first baby guy, up to now. If I have flashbacks on that day, I usually cry. I don't know why I'm not crying while making this video, but it's just maybe it's a sign that I'm healing, right? But it was a crazy experience. So let me know how your own experience was. How did you have your baby? Was it a normal delivery? Was it a CS delivery? How was it? Let me know on the comment section. And please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.